Hey Josh, it's Tuesday, and first off, to answer your question from last week, I had fun. I enjoyed it. It was pretty good, especially since we didn't have The Witcher. It could have been worse. I only partially cracked ribs. I didn't nothing major, but yeah, it was fun. I did enjoy it. Speaking of sessions that were a lot of fun, I think a while back I had mentioned that I was going to be running a Masks one shot for a few of my friends. Turns out it turned into a two shot, and before we've even had the second session, we've all agreed that yes, we want this to be a full campaign. So, success there. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I had that on Friday, and didn't plan anything. The only thing, okay, correction, I did plan one thing. The infamous Mongoose was going to be the first villain because, of course, he was. Um, but yeah, that was the one thing that I planned. I just made everything else as I went along. But yeah, I gave him a he was robbing Halcyon City Bank, which my Halcyon City is located in Cleveland, Ohio, in our reality. Um, and he was robbing Halcyon City Bank, and the team was first on the scene. And when they got there, they looked inside. It was full of gas, some weird mist that was kind of like 3 feet off the ground, and there was about 18 hostages, and I think five random farm animals. No explanation on the farm animals. They were just farm animals. So when the team got in there, a few things happened. We have a delinquent who has illusions as one of his powers. Illusions and teleportation are his two powers, and he basically made himself invisible, or he made himself look like a shadow on the wall. And as he walked down the to the vault, he found the infamous mongoose there, and before the infamous mongoose noticed him, he disguised himself as the infamous mongoose, and basically he rolled to provoke and rolled really, really well in order to make the infamous mongoose believe that the delinquent was the real infamous mongoose and that he was the illusion or something, and it worked because it's the infamous mongoose. He's not that smart. Um, but yeah, that was a lot of fun. So anyway, while that was going on, the rest of the team found out why there was random farm animals there. That mist that was hanging on the floor turned people into farm animals. Because sure, why not? It's masks, why not? But yeah, that was a lot of fun. The we have a legacy, and they ended up marking guilty because they ended up shooting one of the cows that was there and killing it, not realizing that it was just a random civilian and that just turned into a cow because of the mist. But yeah, it was so ridiculous, but I had so much fun with it, and obviously the rest of the team did as well, and they actually ended up making the infamous mongoose the main target for the entire first session, and not what I expected. Um, but hey, it works. But yeah, so they only got about halfway through their investigation with the infamous mongoose. Turns out that he has a blog, because of course he does. It's the infamous mongoose, why wouldn't he? Um, but yeah, he has a blog where he posts a bunch of stuff, and of course, he has a P.O. box where people can send him stuff to help him rob banks. So the team is sending him a tracker to his PO box disguised as our legacy's as a demo gun that they have, and yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, but hey, it's Masks. It's supposed to be ridiculous. But yeah, they got to the PO box, and that was where we ended up ending because it was almost midnight at the time, and we were all just a couple of them had something that they had to do the next day, so we ended up making it into a two-shot, and eventually we all decided that, yeah, we're making it a full campaign. So yay, that's going to be fun. I am excited for that, and I'm glad that they all enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, and I can't wait for the rest of it. I am not planning. I'm planning on making very little plans. Yeah, that was English. But yeah, I'm planning to plan very little. That made even less sense, but all right. For the game. So let's see how that goes. It's Masks, so I basically just let the team decide what they're gonna do. I'll have a few points here and there, just kind of with their mundane life or as like a main big bad. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm glad that they enjoyed. What is going on? Sorry, I thought that I had a cat attacking me, but nope, I'm just hearing things. But yeah, very excited for it. So yeah, I guess that'll do for this video. So Josh, my question for you is... I don't know, I'm trying to think of a good one. I don't know, I guess, how's your week going? Because, I don't really have anything else to ask, because I know what I'm doing with Masks by now, so, but yeah, how's your guys' week been doing? So that'll do for this video, so Josh, I will see you on Thursday. Later, bro.